Jalen as a big arm throw. How would you describe that throw and that play?
It's just me throwing the ball to our playmaker. That's all it was. Jalen made a play on that, and the result, the touchdown. So that's all that was.
So I know after the Titans game, you said that the offense was a little bit out of sorts without Tyreek. There was a lot of uncertainty about whether he would even suit up. But during the week, how do you think, getting those practice reps in without Tyreek helped with the execution of today's offense?
Yeah. As we look throughout the week, not having Tyreek, yeah, it's tough not having one of your star guys out there. But as a collective group, it's like, well, what are we going to do? Are we going to run the ball the entire game? Are we going to action game the entire game? Like, no, we shouldn't change who we are as an offense because one guy's out. We got a lot of other guys like that we trust, that we believed in to keep on the team, and that's what happened out there. It's just the trust that we have in each other, and to just go out there, play what we see, and play fast. So as we prepared, that's sort of the mentality that we had going into this game.
After the touchdown pass, you gave a talk and then kind of a...
Yeah.
What was that signal, I guess, to your sidelines?
It's a inside thing that I say a lot. I tell the guys a lot, talk to me. So that's what it was. I just love doing that, and that's why Bradley said that. A lot of the guys say that, and so it was just funny that we could do it like that.
What does that mean?
It can mean a lot of things. Really, it really could. When Bradley Chubb got his strip sack, he came to the sideline. I looked at him and went like that, and he already know. He's like, talk to me. So that, it can mean a lot of things. I couldn't give a definition, but our definition right now means a lot of things.
How would you feel the protection did in front of you today?
The protection did really well. I would say on Monday, with the things that had happened, with guys going down and then others having to step up, it was a good rep for me that throughout the entirety of the season, things like that hadn't happened, and we needed just a little bit more time. So as we went throughout practice this week, we knew what we were up with, and really it's just that. It's trusting the guy next to you. It's trusting that, hey, one guy might have lost on this play, but don't think that they're going to lose on the next time we call that play. Just trust that they'll make that block, and that's really the mentality that not just me that I came in with, but everyone came in with.
Tua, you were in this room 6 days ago. You said that you wouldn't let what happened kind of sink the season, that this was a different Dolphins team. How did that process start over the course of the week? Did it start in the locker room? Did it start Monday or Tuesday, excuse me? When did that process start saying, okay, we're going to get back up and still make something of all of this?
Yeah, I think that process started today. I say that because throughout the week, no one changed what they did within their normal routines. No one did more than what they'd normally do. Everyone knew that what we had put out Monday night was embarrassing, and it felt weird as we came into the building. And one thing we wanted to do was not feel that feeling again. So in a way, guys were happy that it was a short week, that we got to play again, and sort of exercise a lot of the things that we didn't do right and take the right step forward in winning and really winning the way we did today.
Tua, there's the idea out there that obviously everyone understands number 10's having a arguably MVP season. Does it bother you a little bit? There's kind of a narrative out there that this team will go as far as Tyreek takes them. And today you didn't have him, and you went out there and you performed against the, notwithstanding their 5-9 record, they have a good defense. You went up against a good defense today without number 10. How important was that for you guys to show everybody, hey, we love Tyreek, we understand that, but we can do this without him? How important was that?
That's what everyone's gonna say. Everyone's gonna have their own deal with how they feel. In my personal opinion, give Tyreek the MVP. or give Jalen Waddle the MVP, or give Raheem Mostert like give all those guys the MVP. Like I could care less personally. I feel like everything is made about me, which makes me feel very uncomfortable, and makes me feel a little weird about that. But it's a team sport, you know, like with 10 being down. And I went out there when 10 was warming up. He was talking to Kyle. He was talking to Chris Greer. I went up to him and I told him, like, dude, if you can't go, we got you, brother. Like, it's a team sport. Like, it's gonna take all of us. And he said, I appreciate it, but you know, don't count me out yet. And you know, he made the decision, and you know, it's tough because he's a competitor, and he wants to be out there with the guys. But you know, I mean, with not having him and to be able to put 30 points, and have a shutout by our defense, you know, it should tell you a lot about the team. Really, the guys on all three aspects and three phases of the game.
Tua, Raheem Mostert is setting all kinds of team records for touchdowns this year. Can you describe how important he's been to this offense and what he's meant to you?
Yeah, he's been very important to this offense, and this goes all the way back to last year. And then you listen to his journey, things that he's had to go through throughout his NFL career, being cut however many times, you know, going through multiple teams, and then, you know, being able to have opportunities in San Fran. And really, when our head coach gets the job here, this is, you know, one of the main guys that he brings in, you know, to showcase that, hey, I believe in you and whatnot. So he's been a tremendous part of the success that we've had offensively. And the success that we have happens because, you know, the guys up front, happens because the guys outside, and, you know, those guys are doing really well at executing, and it's really fun seeing those guys have fun and see their success.
Speaking of Raheem, with his 20 touchdowns, what's it feel like for you to hand it off to him in the red zone? How confident are you that he's going to get in there when you hand it off to them?
Yeah, well, I think it starts with our play caller. It starts with our head coach. Should tell you how much trust that he has to be able to call three runs in a row down there, and that should tell you basically enough about trust that you know, our head coach has, the trust that I have with the play call to just leave it on and call it, and the trust that our guys have up front that he's gonna, you know, do what he needs to do. So it's good.
Coach, Mike McDaniel decided to go for it on a 4th and 5, and you completed a pass over the middle to Jalen Waddle. Can you just talk about the decision and the play?
Well, the decision on that was you know, Coach McDaniel's call. I think he had a threshold of how far we were in order for him to have, you know, wanted us to go for it. So I guess it was maybe right there at the 5 while it was 4th and 5. Really, we called that play, and it was just tailored for me to read it out, and Taylor made a phenomenal play on that.
Were you setting up the long pass to Waddle with short passes coming out early?
No, I would say with Mike, he was just trying to get a feel off of how the defense wanted to play, with 10 being out, if they were going to pressure more, if they weren't, what the back end was going to look like. And so I think in that regards, he was just trying to get the ball out as quickly as possible, because it also does help our guys up front. You know, it throws off the timing of the D lineman with where the spot is for the quarterback. And so, yeah, I think that was something that Mike had done really well in the game plan for today.
Tua, after taking on the Jets last month, what did you take away the most from their defense, maybe specifically their secondary, that you took to your advantage today against them?
Yeah, take what they give me. That's really what I came out with. Can't turn the ball over, although we almost had one, you know. But yeah, I would say can't turn the ball over against a team like that, and I think we did really well with that today.
Through all the ups and downs of the season and everything that happened bouncing back this week, how ready do you guys think you are for this final stretch, knowing what's ahead of you starting next week with Dallas?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you like how ready we are for anything, I can tell you that, you know, right now we're going to enjoy this win. We're going to get ready for Dallas, and that's all we're worried about. We're not worried about anything else.
To keeping the main thing as far as 10 wins this point in the season, the experience from last year when it's December to now getting those wins and tasting the loss last week, just staying on track. Can you just touch on as far as how impactful that loss last week can help prepare you all for the rest of the season going into January?
I think something like that had happened on Monday. It could have went both ways. It could have went really good for us. Could have been something really good, or it could have been something really bad. We could have felt sorry for ourselves. We could have felt bad that we lost, and you know, we could have came out here and, you know, possibly done the same thing. But I think the mindset that everyone has in the building, to just be able to let that go, move on, you know, and realize what we have ahead, and the opportunity that we have to do something really, really special this year. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Tua.